Good morning, children. Today in this class, we will study tenses. You have already done this topic before the summer vacation, and today we have decided to take a review of that topic because tenses is a very, very important topic of grammar, and you have studied it long before. So, let's take a glance what is tenses. Because the tense tells us when an action happened. When an action happened means the tense tells us the time. At what time an action has been performed. Is whether the action has been done in present or past or it will be done in future. So mainly the tense is of three types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense means the present today. Past tense means the past that is already over yesterday. And future means that is supposed to come your tomorrow. So that is your future. Now, a part of that, the tenses are classified into four more tenses, means simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense, and perfect continuous tense. And with the combination of present, past, and future, these four tenses overall create 12 different types of tenses. So, mainly the tenses are of 12 types. If I combine simple tense with the present tense, so it makes simple present tense. If I combine simple tense with the past tense, so it will create simple past tense. In the same manner, its combination simple present tense when create the link with future, it creates future simple future tense, same as the continuous perfect tense and perfect continuous tense. Also like make present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, same as present perfect tense, and so on. Cleared? So today we will discuss the tenses that expresses the present tense and past tense, because according to your syllabus you will study the verbs expressing the present and expressing the past. So first of all, let's see what are the verbs that help, or what are the tenses that help in the expression of present tense. Beta, mainly the mainly for present we use two. Mainly to express the present we use two tenses: simple present tense and present continuous tense. These two tenses are used for the purpose of present tense. So first of all, let's talk about what is simple present tense. Because the simple present tense is used to express the habit and routine and the fact about the life. So first of all, let's try to understand what is routine. Routine is the work that you follow every day, that you do every day in the same order. Like, for example, every day in the morning you get up, then you fresh up, you have your breakfast, then you sit for studies. After that, you have your lunch in noon. You play in the evening, then have your dinner at night, and the same manner your day ends up. And most of the people follow the same kind of routine means the way you do or you live your life every day. Finally, now habit is that particular feature that is followed by a single person, an individual means like what is like I sleep, I take a nap in the afternoon, then I love to talk to my friends. I like roaming around with my friends. So this is my habit. This is my liking. So when we talk about our habit and routine, we use simple present tense. We speak the sentences in simple present tense. Let's talk about the fact about the life. Fact about the life means the surrounding, the thing that we see around us, our world, universe, nature, that all. When we talk about them, we use simple present tense like the bird chirps, the fish swims, the air blows, the boat sails. So this is nature and it always goes on same on. So for such purpose, to speak such sentences that are related to our habit, routine or the fact about the life, we use simple present tense. In simple present tense, the helping verb, let's come to the helping verb. Beta, in simple present tense, the singular subject takes singular verb and the singular verb takes es with it. Let's try to understand it with the help of example. The my first sentence is he goes to school by bus. He is my singular subject. He is singular subject and he is taking goes with it. The spelling of go is G-O, go. Then what is this E-S? The singular subject is taking singular verb, go. And in simple present tense, I am talking about simple present tense. In simple present tense, the singular verb takes es with it. Here you can see in this table, children, first person, second person and plural. The verb that is used with first person, second person and plural that doesn't take s or es with it while forming the sentences, while the singular subject is third person pronoun and singular subject takes s or es with it. Like if I say I, so I work. But if I say he, so he works. Same as she lives. You see that? She lives. It it goes or it drops. Then he plays. She teaches. Same as when I use I. When my subject is I, so I say I work. He works. But I work. I live. She lives. The bird, it is singular. The bird flies. Lies. But if I say the birds, subject is plural. The birds. So it is fly. Now here it is written, he doesn't go to school by bus. Here the sentence is negative and not is added. So for to add not, I need my helping verb. So that's why I have used does. He doesn't go to school by bus. Then the children, look at the third sentence. The children. The children is plural subject. That's why go is used. No S or ES. The children go to school by bus. The children don't go to school by bus. To frame a negative sentence, I need to add not with the helping verb. So do has been taken here. The children does is not taken. Why? Because the subject is plural. So the children don't go to school by bus. Now let's talk about the present continuous tense. What is the use of present continuous? Where you should use present continuous tense? Beta, present continuous tense is used to show the action happening now. Happening now means I am teaching. What am I doing now? What is my action right now? Teaching. So I am teaching. My sentence is in present continuous. What are you doing? You are studying. Whatever you are doing at the present right now, you will use present continuous tense to speak it. Clear? A part of that, present continuous tense is used for the temporary activity. Temporary activity means Right now, how are you studying? We are studying online. But normally, how do you study? You go to school to study. This is temporary change. A temporary activity has been performed. So, we are studying online. And how is your parent working? Normally they go to office to work, but now they are working from home. So our parents are working from home. Okay, we are not enjoying outside food. This is a temporary change. We are not going out for outing. This is a temporary change. Okay, so my all the sentences are in present continuous. The changes taking place now, same as temporary change or changes taking place now, makes same sense. Clear, children? So for such purpose, present continuous tense is used. Now the helping verb in present continuous tense is am, is, and are. Cleared? Am is used with I, first person, is used with singular and third person, and are is used with plural subject. Okay, so here is my are. Clear? Now look at the example. My mother is talking on phone. My mother is your singular subject. It is singular. My mother, so is used. And what is she doing right now? She is talking on phone. Now look at here in the second sentence. I. I is my subject. First person pronoun. So am is used with I. I am browsing net now. Okay. Now the third sentence. Online classes. Singular subject or plural subject? The subject is plural, so are is used. Online classes are becoming popular now. Clear? Now let's proceed towards the next. Children. My next topic is the verb expressing the past. The first topic we will study under this, the first tense, that is simple past tense. So what is the use of simple past tense? Simple past tense is used for an action that is already completed in the past. The work that is already over has no link with the present. Fully over. And what is the helping verb in simple past tense? The helping verb is did. It? Now let's look at the example. I played cricket with my friends last Saturday. I played cricket. That means the game is already over the last Saturday. So played. This ed is showing beta. We use past form in simple past tense. But while framing negative and interrogative sentences, we need helping verb. And the helping verb is did. So while using did, we use the present form of the verb, the root form of the verb. Like here in the second sentence, that is negative. So did is used. So I did not play. You can see it very clearly. It is not did played. No, wrong. Did play. Should be did eat. Not did ate. It should be did eat. Did read. Okay. With did V1 form, the present form of the verb is used. Okay, now in the third sentence, it is did you play cricket with your friends last Saturday? This is an interrogative sentence. Okay, so the helping verb is placed before subject. Did you play cricket with your friends last Saturday? Now the next tense is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is used to show an unfinished ongoing action in the past. Unfinished action means you have started something in the past and that was not finished. when the other was started. Okay, something that is not finished, कुछ ऐसा वर्क, ऐसा एक्शन जो पास्ट में फिनिश नहीं हुआ, that is shown by or expressed by past continuous tense. The helping verb in past continuous tense is was for singular subject and were for plural subject. Okay, plural subject and I and you pronoun. The first and second person pronoun. Look at the example, children. I was having lunch when the bell rang. The lunch was not finished. The person was having, the subject was having his lunch when the bell rang. The second action was started. Okay, same as were they having lunch when the bell rang? Here again, it is an interrogative. So the helping verb has been placed before the subject. Were they having lunch when the bell rang? Means the lunch was not over when the bell rang. Then the child was not crying for milk. Okay, the child was not crying for milk means the whatever purpose the child was crying, it was not for milk. Now the next tense is present perfect tense. Now present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used for recent action or event, means an action that has been over recently, that has been finished recently. This recently could be few minutes, few days, or few hours. Clear? It doesn't mean that if I am saying recently, so just now. No, this recent could be any passage of time, but that passage of time has a link with the present also, with the work that has been finished in the past and has a link with the present also. To speak in such manner, we use present perfect tense. If we have such intention to express out, so we use present perfect tense, means the work that has been recently finished and has a link with the present also. And the second use of present perfect tense is experiences. When we want to show our experiences, we use present perfect tense. Let's take a glance at this. Here you can see, children, have and has. These two are the, wait, Peter. Yes. Here you can see have and has are the helping verb in present perfect tense. Have is used with first person, second person pronoun and plural, and has is used with third person pronoun and singular. Means, look at the example. I have finished my homework. The subject is I, first person pronoun have. And with has and have, V3 form, past participle form of verb is used. I have finished. Sonu has seen the Victoria Palace. Somu is my subject, that is singular, has is used. Somu has seen the Victoria Palace. Okay. Have you seen Victoria Palace? This is an interrogative sentence. So have is used before the subject. So my subject is you here. Second person pronoun have is used. Have you seen Victoria Palace? No, I haven't seen. So here again have not seen with have, past participle form of verb is used in present perfect tense. Now in past perfect tense, the use of past perfect tense is very easy. When we have two actions in past and the action, when we have, I said, the two actions in past and the action that has been performed first, the past, that is expressed in past perfect tense. That will be written in past perfect tense. Two, I repeat, children, two actions. We have two actions in past. In that, the one which have been performed first, that is written in past perfect tense, and the later one is mentioned in simple past tense. Now look at the example. I was sick because I had eaten too much the previous day. Which action has been taken? Which action has taken first? I was sick. मैं बीमार हुआ. I had eaten too much the previous day. मैंने बहुत खा लिया था एक दिन पहले. So eating action has been done first. That's why he became ill. He became sick. So for eating this action, we will use past perfect tense. I had eaten too much the previous day. So the sentence is I was sick. This is the later action because I had eaten too much the previous day. This was the first action. Now look at the second example. The lady was angry as the shopkeeper had ditched her. Ditched means धोखा दिया उसको. So when which action has taken place first? Which word has been done first? Ditching. First, the shopkeeper has ditched. That's why the lady was angry. The customer lady was angry. So the lady was angry. This is my later action. The lady was angry as the shopkeeper had ditched her. So here you can see that the helping verb in past perfect tense is had, and with had, V3 form, the past participle form of verb is used as main verb. Cleared? Now, my next tense is present perfect continuous tense. Beta, present perfect continuous tense expresses an action that began in the past and has gone on till the time of speaking. Any work that has been started in the past, and when we are talking about that action till that day, till that time, that action is still in continuity. Tomorrow it is going to be or not? No, that is not clear. Today, when you are talking about that action is still in continuity. So for such purpose, we use present perfect continuous tense. Like my sister has been learning Bharatnatyam since childhood. When she has started learning Bharatnatyam, since her childhood. In the childhood, she has started learning. Okay, and as the sentence is in present perfect continuous, it means that still she is learning. If I write, my sister has learned Bharatnatyam, means her learning is over. If I write this sentence in simple present tense, my sister has learned Bharatnatyam. But no, here the sentence is my sister has been learning Bharatnatyam. So it means that since her childhood, बचपन में उसने सीखना शुरू किया, and till date, even today also she is learning. Same as they have been waiting for their turn for last 2 hours. Means they have been waiting and still they are in waiting queue. They are still waiting. So the structure of the sentence is telling that they are still waiting, have been waiting. Clear? So it means that in present perfect continuous tense, my helping verb is has and have. And as perfect tense takes V3 form as its main verb. Now here third thing is, as it is continuous, present perfect continuous tense, that's why verb ing form is used in as a main verb. Clear? So it means that the structure of a sentence in present perfect continuous tense will be has or have according to the subject, then been, then verb ing. If he is my subject, so he has been reading. If they is my subject, then they have been reading. Cleared? Now, here is written. The last tense is past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense expresses an action that began before a definite moment in the past, had continued up, and had very recently finished up. Means an action that was started in the past, but and it was not finished before any work, any action that had been started. Like, I had been working when you came. Had been working is also in past. You came is also in past. But the work that he had been working, that was not over when the second work was started. And what was that second work? You came, the meeting. The meeting which was between I and you, that was started while the first work had been working was not over. So for such purpose, past perfect continuous tense is used. I had been working when you came. Look at the second sentence. The surgeon had been performing the operation before you saw him. Okay? Before you saw him. It means that the second action was saw. When you saw him, he had already performing the operation. Okay. One more thing, children. Here you have seen since and for in present perfect continuous tense. Because since, this is the second identification of present perfect continuous tense. Second identification means whenever you get confused that whether the sentence is in present perfect continuous tense or not, so you can see this, these two words, since or for. They take since and for in their structure. Since is used when the beginning of an action is told, but when it was finished, that is not clear. It means since shows the single point, means when the action was started. She has been learning Bharatnatyam since childhood. सीख तो बचपन से रही है, but how long she will keep on learning, this is not clear. Okay, so for such purpose since is used. Now for is used when we know the both points, beginning and ending. Means when a complete pack of time is given, here it is written 2 hours. 2 hours means that could be 10 to 12 or 3 to 5 or 6 to 8, any. That 2 hours could be any, but we know that the work continued only for 2 hours. Okay, so we know both the points, the beginning and ending. So when we know the both the points, we use for. To express such time, we use for. And when we know only single point, the beginning point, for such purpose we use since. That's all for today's class, children. You have already done many of the exercises in homework from this chapter, and you must solve the rest of the exercises only and only in book. The exercises that have not been done in notebook, that you are going to solve in your book, grammar book only. Write very neatly. In the next Zoom class, we will cross check all the exercises. Am I clear to you? So you must keep it solved in advance, so it will save our time and we would be able to compile all the exercises in time. Cleared? And my children will also respond quickly. Cleared? That's all for today's class, children. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.